Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to my stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. Thanks for joining. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. Also, pandas, make sure you guys fill out that, make sure, drop a GM in the chat. We just finished our pre-market show and always have a great time there. Glad to see you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream. I mean, what do we have here, pandas? I mean, absolutely incredible move yesterday. What did I say before the market even opened? Pre-market analysis, I was saying that because of the H4, I'm expecting strong bull bar, because if I saw this in any other chart, I'm looking for a new high, and this could be a strong move up. But with that being said, doesn't mean that we can't have any pullbacks on the daily, and so I'm not sure, how the dailies are going to look. But looking at this, strong bull bar ending near its high, thinking potentially new high here, and it sounds crazy, even with Netflix going down 25%. Aftermarket. It does not matter. When I see this price action, what I feel like it's telling me is looking for a new high. And with that being said, it could look for a new all-time high. It could really do that. I'm not sure if it's going to do that, but it could do that. All I'm thinking right now is probably going to try to make a new high here, but it doesn't make sense to me in terms of the current economic circumstances we are in. The interest rates are going up, right? The TNX is going up like crazy, the 10-year, and knowing that typically what happens is the market, it goes down. When the interest rates go up, market goes down. That's how it usually works. But this price action is telling me something else, and it's very strange. And so, yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to trust the price action if I'm going to trust anything. So that being said, let's trade smart today. I mean, we had a big push up. We broke yesterday's high, which means follow through. It means follow through from yesterday. And with follow through, we could have another bull bar today. I don't know how big the bull bar is going to be today. It could be a very slow day today. I'm not sure. But with follow through, looks like it's going to go up. Good morning, guys. Frank Angela, good morning. Cody M, thanks for becoming a panda. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge. Enjoy the pre-market show. Enjoy your panda emoticons. Day trading like a predator. Good morning, Diego. Good morning. Welcome back, guys. Kid Poker, Bernadette. Aaron Korn, good morning. From Rancho Cucamonga. And Roth the Ball, good morning. Turtle Toes, good morning. Hi, Samarabi, good morning. Welcome back, guys. Carl Herman, good morning from Asheville. Laith Sanawi, good morning. Wyatt, good morning from Colorado. Mike Thompson, good morning from Colorado. So many pandas from Colorado. F Zen from Alberta. Andrew Gibson, good morning. Kellyanne, good morning. Grant Kim, good morning from LA. Speedy Boy, good morning, pandas. Let's go, baby. Hey, let's get our bamboo today. I think today may be a very difficult day. I'm already suspecting it. Expecting it, whatever you want to call it. I think it's going to be very tricky. We already have a trap failing on the 10K chart, creating a trading range already. And when you have a trap that fails on a 10K chart, this could push down very hard. But with follow through on the daily, this could go up very high. So it's just confusing, very confusing here. So just gonna let every candle tell me a little more information. 5-minute chart hitting the 20 EMA. 2000 tick chart also balancing on the 20 EMA here. We're just gonna let the market tell us what's gonna happen here. Carl Herman says, we're halfway between all-time highs and February low. If that means anything. It does mean something. That's a 50% retracement. February low. Is that true? Yeah, we're around there. Not exactly there, but we're around there. That's a 50% retracement from the all-time high to the low, most recent major low, pivot low, and we're around 50%. we ripped through the 50%, came back down, and we're coming back up. So 50% retracement is always important. Oh, Whiskey Wednesday. You're right. You can always count on the community to encourage you to drink early in the morning. Today is Whiskey Wednesday. I've completely forgot. Thank you for the accountability for making me drink. Thanks, Spec J. Appreciate that. Truly, truly, you are a panda. Panda of pandas. Whiskey challenge. All right. Is it whiskey? Are we going to trade whiskey? Are we going to be whiskey today, guys? Sorry, that's bad. That's bad. Forgive me for that joke. Don't trade whiskey. Don't be whiskey. Whiskey Wednesday. We're at 300 like goal. Make sure you scalp that like button. I'm not sure if we can even get 300 people on the stream. But hey, the more likes you put in, you know, the more times you scalp that like button, the more chance people can join. The harder the algorithm pushes. The harder the algorithm pushes, the more likely people will join. The more likely people will join, the more likely they will hit that like button. And the more likely we'll get to that 300 like goal today. Don't be whiskey. All right, we're on the 20 MA here. Choppiness on the 10K chart. I mean, choppiness here as well. You can see overlapping bars, wicks on these candles. Let's see if we get some solid follow through from yesterday. I mean, we are above yesterday's high. Strong bull move, right? Kind of creating like a spiking channel. But this channel is a little too horizontal for me to really consider it. I'll draw it out anyways. The trading range indicator is identifying a trading range here, and the top looks pretty solid. 1 2 3 4 5 hits. 1 2 3 4 hits, and we can get a new one down here if we get more than 4 hits anywhere down here. So we'll see. The 10K trading range looks a little more accurate here. 10,000 tick chart. It's just 4 overlapping bars on the 10K chart. Absolutely incredible. So I'm going to respect this trading range until we get out of it. Probably just draw it out manually. Looks something like this. Probably something more like that. In fact, if this comes down and creates a wick here, this trading range indicator might actually mark it and bring it down here. But I'm just watching here. It's a little too congested right now. This is what we're seeing here. Strong bull bar ending on its high. Market's about to open in 1 minute here. 10 seconds.
$10,000 tick trap.
Market just opened. Let's go, baby. Let's get that bamboo. Outside bar reversal. Already being tricky. Outside bar reversal.
10,000 tick trap.
Trap triggers on the 10K chart. Already being tricky. Reverses immediately. Big bear bar. Very tricky. Another outside bar reversal. I'm just telling you, it's already tricky. This is weird price action, right? 2 outside bar reversals in a row. 10K trap triggers, but retraces right back into the trading range, right? That trap triggers a strong bull bar. A lot of people probably going long there. Reverses, disappointing bar immediately because we're in a trading range. pops up. This is crazy. This is wacky. This is wacky price action right now. Very wacky, in my opinion. Just watching. Just watching. Now we're pushing up. Now we're starting to push up a little bit more. Clearly above the 20 MA, acting as support. Could be indicative of a bull trend. This just looks not, I don't know. Hard to find a setup in all this mess. Okay, getting a strong push up now. We could be just having strong follow through from yesterday. No setups for me, not yet. Too choppy here. Too indecisive, the market. Multiple outside bar reversals at the market open, making me think that this is going to be tricky. Outside bar reversal again. Potentially almost create another outside bar reversal. Outside bar reversals to me just means that the market are creating trading ranges within them, like within 2 candles. That's all outside bar reversals are. On a smaller time frame, it's a trading range. Good morning, guys. J. Lee Dake Lee says, does Apex pay you right away when the month ends? I believe they pay you on the 1st of the month once you put your request in. Very tricky. This is very tricky. It doesn't break out. It's starting to fail, but we're still clearly above the 20 MA. That's why it's tricky. It is going up, but it's just not at the right angle. This is not the right angle. If I were to create a, a channel, it looks something like this. I don't know. I don't know what this is about. Coming back into our trading range here, potentially. Now we're below the 20 EMA. It's weird. Most of you guys think it's gonna be bull trend day today, and it's reasonable to think that. I'm not sure. I mean, look at the price action right now. This is confusing. Very confusing. And I'm gonna trade it like a confusing market, not probably being very trying to think opposite of what I typically do. Instead of going with trend, I'm gonna go against trend. I'm gonna think lots of reversals, right? We have plenty of outside. We had like almost three outside bar reversals here. We had like an outside bar reversal on the 10K chart almost even. Yeah, the trading range indicator is still going on in 2K charts. Very thin, very, very skinny trading range indicator. Trading range here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost. Now we're going in and out of the 20 EMA. Very confusing. Almost want to go short here on a lower high. I almost want to go short here. This is one of those days you just get in and out of your trades. Scalp, just scalp. Trends most likely will fail type day. I mean, look at the 10K chart. We've been in this mess for how long? A 10K trading range indicator. Just saying, like, it's just like in this little teeny box here. Right? Failed breakout, coming back down to try to touch the bottom of it. I may take a second entry long here. I don't know. Thinking we're in a trading range, but I need to hit the bottom of the trading range. Almost want to transpose the 10K trading range here, but I think it'll do it itself. Yeah, it's about to. Trading range is about to change here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 hits. Pushes up. I'm not going long there with this terrible signal bar. I'm not going to even take this trap here, to be honest, because I feel the trading range is strong. Like, I'm not expecting strong trends or breakouts, breakdowns. Like, I'm expecting traps to fail. Like, already this trap has failed, so it's making my ears perk. I'm going to draw the trading range manually here because I feel like this may be a little more accurate than the one given on the 2K chart. This is basically the trading range given to us on the 10K chart. I just transposed it here. We also had an outside bar reversal on the 10K chart. You see this 5? Pushed up, pushed down, outside bar reversal. Very nasty stuff. Very nasty price action. It's not good. Not good. From the bottom to the top. Convention would say you should short here with a limit order and come back to the bottom of the trading range and take maybe a 2 to 3 point hit loss, maybe half the loss that you would take if you actually come back to the bottom here, creating a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. All right, I'm not sure what's happening here. I just see us trading range. In my opinion, I have a bullish bias because we obviously kind of flagging here, right? Just creating a high base. You know, could go make another leg up here. Do the same thing here for about 30 minutes to an hour like it's doing right now. I just don't know. I'm not sure what the market's going to give us today. It's just not looking good. Kind of want to go short here, back to the bottom of the trading range, but just don't like that signal bar. I don't like the signal bar here. Okay, trading range expands a little bit. Expands up here now. Really want the bottom of the range to expand down here, but we're getting a lot of hits here, actually. The trading range is too small to trade. It's hard to find a setup here. I'm not confident in any setup right now, but top with it, like, you know, with a limit order, right? You go about half the size of the range to create a 2-to-1 risk reward, and you try to get to the bottom. And that is a strategy that you can have. Very confusing. It's not that it's confusing. I know we're in a trading range, but it's a little confusing to find an actual setup here. comes to the bottom of the trading range, the top of the trading range to the bottom trading range, as I said, convention will say come with a limit order here, put a stop loss about half the size of the range, and see, either you lose half, right? Either you lose, half of that, or you gain double. It's a 2-to-1 risk reward, or 2-to-1 reward risk ratio. Just watching here, pandas. Still setup, no setups I really like. Okay, starting to break down this trading range now. I could attempt to go long here to see if we get back to the top of the trading range. It's not the worst trade to take in my opinion, because we've been in this trading range for so long. Pushing too hard now. To me, maybe too low to try to go long back into this trading range. To me, it looks like it wants to touch a 20 EMA on the higher time frame. 10K chart looks like it wants to touch the 20 EMA. The 5-minute already below the 20 EMA. But the 10K looks like it wants to touch the 20 EMA. For me, I potentially might take a higher low setup here, but I need the higher low to come to me. I potentially would want to take a higher low setup, especially with this H4 triggering, if it does trigger. I'll take a higher low setup back into our trading range. So we're almost touching the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. Very close to touching the 20 EMA. 10K chart, right? About to touch the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. In fact, depends on how this ends. Yep, we just touched it. So it's a little more difficult to try to think we're going to come back into this trading range, but with a higher low setup, maybe. I mean, this is a pretty strong push down, strong bear bar ending on its low. You're thinking more likely bear trend right now, but who knows, really? We could. That's a tricky thing, right? You don't know when the bear trend starts, and or we're gonna have a failed breakdown. We do have 4 pushes down, right? This is an H4 setup. Plus, we're on support on the higher time frame. I'm not going to take this H4 naked. With a higher low, maybe. Best trade to take is the reversal setup here. This is the best trade to take. Or fails like entry short to go long. This is the best setup to look for in this area. Pushing down strongly now. So you're thinking downtrend actually at this point. You're not actually thinking of necessary reversal here or failed breakdown. This to me, this is a successful breakdown. It's already done. The breakdown could already be finished, right? You're looking for a 1-to-1, right? You just measure move from the trading range to the bottom, and people, right, already made their money. And people took their profits, a 1-to-1. Pushing strongly though now. That ends up being an L4 on the 10K chart, right? 4 pushes up, and that 4th one was a trap, and that reverses strongly. If we get trap trade to the downside here, I would consider taking it. 5-minute chart, strong bear bar ending on its low with some follow through. Most likely, one more leg down. That's the probabilities are high for that. But this is honestly a little difficult. Like, there's almost nothing you can trade here. I was thinking maybe taking this 3, but terrible signal bar. I would like the better signal bar than that. But the risk was not too bad on the signal bar. It's about 1, 2, 3.5 points. Not too bad. Not too bad. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Get the 300 likes during stream and I'll drink some whiskey. We got that whiskey challenge today. Tricky. This is very strong push down and always in short. But at this point, you're late in trend, so you're not really confident on just taking any short here, in my opinion. Hard to find a setup here at this point. This is all one leg, so actually the H4 has not triggered yet. It probably wants to touch the 240 SMA. Maybe one more push down here. All right, touching the 240 SMA here. Bouncing off the 240 SMA. Strong bull bar. Any near its high. Good signal bar to go long. But it'll be very counter trend. Makes 2 points. Potentially reversal here. I would have to look for a major trend reversal. I have to look for a trap to the upside. I cannot take any other trade from this. Kellyanne, did you say there was a gap here? There's definitely a gap here. Oh, that's from the overnight. Wow, the overnight actually pushed down hard. Oh, end of session. There's a gap here that probably going to get filled. I'm not sure. To me, we're in a downtrend. I would mark the downtrend like this. I suspected right follow through on this bar. Not only are we gonna have follow through, but most likely we'll have 2 legs down. And so this is far from done in my opinion. Most likely 2 legs down because the market loves to move in twos. So we're gonna look for that 2 leggy on the 5 minute. I'm probably gonna think we're bearish until then. Yeah, what price level is that? A gap. Maybe I'll mark it on the charts. Sitting on my pause. No setups. These are all first entries. Now we're at the 240 SMA, so it can act as support, which is what we're seeing here right now, the 240 SMA. This is why I like to have it on the charts. If this trap fails, I may want to go long here. Nah. I'm going to have the short bias on still. Lance gone says, I still don't understand gaps. There are gaps all over the chart. That's not true. They're not. Oh, well, kind of true, not kind of true. For instance, there is a gap here currently. Right, and there is a gap here currently. Gaps here. Right, that's a gap here. There is a gap here currently. A couple gaps here. Get rid of this trading range. The gaps are showing us, oh, right, failed trap reversing here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. When you have a failed trap, right, similar to here, when you have a failed trap reversing, failed trap, right, trap should not fail in the direction of the trend. But that trap fails and pushes strongly the other way. Ooh, off of support as well. Makes me think. I would consider a reversal if we get a failed second entry short. I'd consider it. What can I say? I'm probably not gonna try to continue this downtrend here because we're on support plus failed trap. So I'm more inclined to taking a trap here. Make some micro double bottom. Can we take what the market gives you? Let's see what the market gives us here. Pushes down. Pushes down. Continues to push down. Trap city still. Perfect. Scalp trap. Trap gone. Ends up being a good short to take off the 20 MA. Too leggy. But I had my reservations. Ended up being a decent short to take, right? 2 point short scalp, but off the support and also with that failed trap, I didn't want to take it. I did not want to take it. Plus, we didn't even touch the 20 MA. Now it's reversing. We're in a trading range right now. Very strange. Strong bull bar. Let's see if there's follow through. Yeah, I couldn't take that short. I could not take it. I'm sorry. Ends up scalping, but if that reversed on me, I would have kicked myself so hard and be like, well, I knew that was gonna reverse. Yeah, I can't. You know, every trade I take, I'm okay with trades. I think personally that are risky setups and they end up working. I'm fine with missing those. I'm actually okay with missing those. Trades by Matt getting wrecked. This is a tricky day. It's a tricky day. I'm not surprised he's getting wrecked. Tricky, getting choppy, overlapping bars. What am I thinking is gonna happen here? I have no idea. I think it needs to kind of create a pullback on the 5-minute chart. It kind of needs to create a pullback on the 5-minute chart so it can create another leg down. So who knows? It might try to make a pullback here. We're still clearly underneath the 20 MA, and it's hard for me to go long here. Maybe I'll go long on a failed trap to come back up to the top of this trading range, potentially. But higher low setup here, I don't know. Trading range is too tight for me to trade, in my opinion. We do have this gold line here, which was a ledge many days ago. In fact, yep, a ledge here ended up becoming relevant again. Another push down potentially here. I just don't like it. How's on top of support. I'll take a failed trap back up to top of this trading range. That's the setup I'm going to look for here. I'm not going to be so inclined to taking traps, right? Especially when this trap fails. I'm not super eager to enter a trap because I'm seeing that traps are not reliable today. Traps are not reliable today to continue the trend. We should have seen a trap. We should have seen a continuation there. We did not. Failed trap. I'll look to come back up to the top of this trading range here. Strong bear bar ending on its low. We're still underneath the 20 MA clearly, but to me the chop here makes me feel like trading range, and we're still in trap city here. Trap is gone. Pushing strong down. I'm looking potentially to get out of this and cancel this trade. It's becoming a strong bear bar. I'm not interested in reversing this now. This signal bar is too bad. Plus, the trap kind of did continue the trend, so it reverses immediately. Tricky, right? Very choppy, tricky. Price action is no good right now. Like, if you want a strong downtrend, then let the trend be strong. This is not like a strong downtrend anymore. Yeah, too choppy here. That's why I was expecting a failed breakdown coming back up. That's what I'm expecting. I'd rather trade the failed breakout here, failed breakdowns. But the setup was not good, right? Terrible signal bar. And yeah. So I'm not looking for that. Looking for a better setup than that. Makes a new low here. Very interesting. DX says, if scalp traders are scalpers, then swing traders are... I don't know, where are they? That's like the question, if quizzes are quizzicals, then what are tests? Yeah, my humor has been reduced down to a humor of a 6th grader. But the thing is, if you ever say a joke about... Still clearly underneath the 20 MA. I don't know, might touch our gold line here. Gold line seems like it's still relevant. Panda, sorry. I just don't see a good setup. I don't. I really don't. Kendrick Ray asks, question, if this strategy is primary price action, why don't you consider MA boundaries as possible entries? Is it just because of how the rules are set up? I'm not sure what MA boundaries are. If it's moving average boundaries, I don't even know what that is. So you're going to have to explain what MA boundaries are. I'm guessing a boundary is created by moving averages? I'm not gonna lie. I am a ashamedly following on Instagram, like dad jokes or something. But I laugh at almost every single one of them. It's bad. It's bad, but some of them are funny. Some of them are actually kind of funny. Most of them are really corny and make you cringe, but some of them are decently funny. I think there was one I thought was pretty funny. It was like, I'm gonna make a restaurant called Peace and Quiet. Kids' meals are $150. I thought that was funny. I have a lot of, friends with kids, and so I get it. I get it. I get it. We're back in our trading range here. We come to the top, hit, bounce off, hit, bottom. 5 minute finally triggers that first pullback. And so we're expecting one more leg down here. And so after that second leg is done, then maybe we can look for a reversal. Potentially. But I'm looking for one more leg down here. This will actually trigger a trap on the 10K chart if that leg does trigger. And it's just looking choppy. Boy, oh boy. I would be tempted to take this short here. But it's just so choppy. Overlapping bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. Big signal bar. Hard to take that, in my opinion. I don't know. Difficult. Big risk. Big risk to take that. And you kind of expect chop to happen around the area where the 20 EMA and the 240 SMA start to converge. This is when these kind of two moving averages start to hit each other, and the price action shows that, right? It's just kind of getting choppy here. I'm actually expecting for one more leg down because of the 5 minute chart has not yet finished its second leg, right? Its two-legged move. It wants to make a two-legged move. It wants to have two pushes down, in my opinion, and potentially hit the 240 SMA, which the whole reason why I have the 240 SMA is because that means it's the 20 SMA on the hourly chart. That's what the 240 SMA is. That's what it translates to. So that's why I have to have a chart, because sometimes often there's reactions on that. Difficult day today. I would say trade small today. Trade small and quick. Get in and out of your trades. I would consider a second entry short here now. I would consider it. Now it seems a little late, but I will consider it. This is the place I would take a second entry short. Just waiting. Just waiting here. Waiting for a sub to come to me. I'm looking for a second entry short here. Mainly because I'm looking for one more leg down on the 5 minute chart, and also potentially trap triggering on the 10K chart. We have a third push down on 10K chart with a strong bear bar ending near its low. We have one more push down, looking for that on the 5 minute chart. One more leg down. With all that being said, I think we have a chance to go short here if we can. Also looking for new low, right? Break a trend, new low. I mean, this could be a break a trend to new low, potentially. Getting choppy. Might come back to the top of this trading range. Tricky day today. It's already very tricky for me. Terrible signal bar. Not interested in short with that signal bar. It looks like it wants to come back to the top of this trading range. So could be a bad short to take. That's why these days are tricky, right? You got 4 overlapping bars here. Just so many overlapping bars. And you're just wondering, is this going to come back into this trading range? Terrible signal bar to go short there. Don't know. Confusing. If anything, if I were to say anything about this market, this is more like a limit order market where people are just, you don't have price action that looks like this unless it's created by limit orders. Right? People have to come with limit orders here. People put a limit order 1 tick below here, right? Below this bar, right? People put a limit order at the bottom, this tick creating market, double bottom. Right? These are limit order trades. So in my opinion, it feels like we're in a limit order market, making me feel disadvantaged, trying to come in with a stop limit order. Hope that makes sense to you guys. You know, like the choppiness is created because limit orders are outweighing the stop limit orders, and so limit orders are coming in. People are buying low, selling high. That's what they're doing right now. Would I take this trap? I don't know. Inside bar. Would I take this trap below the 20 MA? Coming back to the top of the trading range. Especially when I'm looking for another push down. I'm looking for one more leg down because the 5-minute chart is asking for one more leg down here. It looks like we might get it. What I would take is actually a trap. I would take a second entry short, or fail second entry long here. If anything. Tricky. Very tricky. Matt is at 7K drawdown. Oh my. Ouch. Ouch. Thoughts and prayers to Matt. Hey. Pandas. Get some thoughts and prayers to Matt. Relatively small risk to hope to get to the top of this trading range. I'm going to take a short trade here, Pandas. Call me crazy. I'm going to take it with the outside bar reversal. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. $200, but you know when you copy that across like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 accounts, $200 turns to $2,000, right? If you have 10 accounts, I just made $2,000 right now, right? And so it's small profitable trading every single day that's going to get you to the place where you want to get to. In my opinion, that's how I've been doing it, at least. And so I only made 200, but I could pretty much be done today because let me go over the math with you one more time, and the math is simple, right? We trade Apex, right? We trade risk-free with Apex funded trading, and you know the way it becomes risk-free is because Apex, they end up funding you if you pass your evaluation. So you can be funded up to $300,000, and right now I'm trading $300,000 accounts. And if you have multiple accounts, you can copy your trades across all your accounts. And so, let's just say you have 4 accounts. The math is simple. 4 times 250, because 250 trading days in a year equals 1,000. If you multiply that by the average you make per day, that's how much you can make at the end of the year. And so, if I make $200 a day, that means at the end of the year, I'll have $200,000. If I can trade consistently $200 a day, that means I could be done for now. I could be done for today. That's it. In my opinion, you know, if you have more than 4, I only use 4 for this example because the math is simple. But if you have more than 4 accounts, if you have, let's say, 10 accounts, then you multiply that by 2,500. And so with only $200 a day, you can make $2,500. You can make $250,000, Pandas. Oh, sorry. I got that wrong. With $200 a day, you can make $500,000. I did that math completely wrong. You can make $500,000. That's $500,000, Pandas. You make $200 a day on one account. If you copy the trades across 10 accounts, you know, the math is simple. You can make $500,000 a year with just making $200 a day on one account. That's the power of prop firms, in my opinion. That's the power. I mean, the good things about prop firms It's risk free. But the thing that gets me most excited about it is the potential of making good amounts of money for very little risk on your end. And it's not too far fetched, right? Making $200 a day on average consistently is not far fetched when you're talking about trading, right? $300,000 accounts, right? That's a very small amount for $300,000 accounts, right? You can trade right now. I just traded one trade, and I'm done. I'm done, right? Harjit Sahoda says, but you can also destroy all your accounts too. That's 100% true. So that's why you have to learn how to trade safe and consistent. This is why I trade only 1 to 2 contracts, 1 to 2 contracts per trade. Hopefully making it. So but that's the power of prop firms. And the only reason why I like to talk about it is because I am personally taking advantage of it. So I would not tell you guys about it. I would not support it if I personally have not been doing it. Hey man, gets me excited. Just gotta trade small, gotta be consistent. Looks like we're coming back into our trading range here, and guess what? We made our 2-legged move. So this move might be done on the 5-minute chart. Right, it's 2 legs down. Now we can reverse. We might have finished our move here. The 10K chart has a trap that ends up failing, and now it's reversing. So with a failed trap, this could be a strong push up. I mean, we can have a bull trend day today. We can have a full-blown reversal here, and I would be willing to take a reversal trade here. If you give me a fail second entry short, I'll consider it to go long. H2358. So my math is different because I consider both my red and green days. So that's what I'm saying, is that on average you have to make $200 a day on average, which considers your green and red days. I make over like $1,000 on certain days, right? And for me, my math still stays at $200 a day. My goal actually is around $250 a day, which means 5K per month, right? If you can make $250 a day, then you can make $5,000 a month. And so for me, in my mind, my goal is about $250 a day on average. And so that includes green days and red days. And so you're going to have red days. You will have them, but you have to trade well enough so your green days outweigh your red days to the point where you can make at least $250 a day. And so how do I know if I'm at that rate? Well, at the end of the month, if I'm up $5,000, then I know that I'm at least an average of $250 a day. Right? At the end of the month, you should be up about 5K every month. This is actually a trap trade. I kind of like it, but yeah, I kind of actually like that trade this long here. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. And being patient, pandas, even though I'm not in a lot of trades right now, right? Like trades by Matt, if he's down like 7,000 right now, then I'm actually above him, like over $6,000. That's how much more money I'm making than him today. Even though I'm trading small, right? And just small wins, but also small losses. And so just be consistent. We hit the top of the trading range. The only people that I feel like that don't like prop firms are people who cannot be consistent and they end up blowing their accounts. I mean, hey, I was there. I was definitely there. But I think once you're just kind of comfortable with like your small gains and have very strict rules on your losses, I think prop firms becomes your best. They become your best friend. I mean, in my opinion, I don't see anything bad about prop firms. The only thing I can really see bad about them is if you're making so much money and the 10% cut that they take from you becomes really huge, and you kind of just rather just take out all the money and trade it yourself personally. That's the only time I could really consider it. But I think when you're just starting, there's almost like nothing bad that I can really think of about prop firms. Yeah, Papa chin up 10K today probably. Taking every single two-legged pullback he sees. Yeah, I actually like this trade, but I could have entered in again, but I didn't like how it's basically at the top of the trading range here. So, but this could be a potential bull trend right now. We can actually have a bull trend day today, and it could just be follow through on this bull bar on the daily. I really wouldn't be surprised if we have a strong bull day today. Russell H does bring up a good point. I'm consistent. I don't like prop firms because the tax benefits go away. You get paid as a 1099 independent contractor. That's true. That's actually true. Sack of clams. Can you write off the subscription costs on your taxes as a business? Yes, of course. That's an expense that you can do. So if you spend a lot of money on resets and evaluations, that's all expenses you can put in for your taxes. I'm not sure what's happening here. It's like a slow grind up, and we're still in the trading range, so I guess technically I could have gone short there, but I don't know. Kellyanne says 1099 is better for taxes. Huh. Actually, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Especially with taxes. Pandas, let me know in the chat how much you had to pay for taxes this year. Let me know in the chat, how much did you actually pay for taxes this year? If you had to pay anything at all. I don't know if that's too personal, but I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, the government is taking their piece for sure. Dollar amount, let's go, baby. How much money did you pay? I had to pay like over 90,000 in taxes this year. It's insane. $90,000. I was like, it's nice to make money, but strong push up now, breaking out of this trading range. $60,000. That's insane. You guys are insane. They can't catch all of us, Andrew Gibson says. If we all run, they can't catch all of us. Anthony is saying, considering joining, but my charts look different. Even though I have NinjaTrader and continue, I'm accounting for the delay. If I join, will you assist me in getting my charts in sync? I can't promise that, man. Sometimes the charts just look different to everyone. If you go on the NinjaTrader platform, there, I should maybe post a link on the settings I use. It's the recommended settings that they have, and it's basically because in terms of when they grab the time information from your charts, your tick charts can look different depending on the offset. But yeah, Anthony, first I would recommend you to try to reload your charts. Hey, he's only down 2K now. That's really good. I mean, that's his strategy, like win big, lose big, or lose big, win bigger. Big push down. You thought we were clear in terms of the trading range, but we're coming back down to our trading range now. Sucking us back in. I mean, the 5-minute is looking spiky. I don't like it. Don't like it. It's like barbed wire. 10,000 tick chart. Just big push up, big push down. Strong bear bar ending near its low currently. Coming back into our trading range, and I'm not gonna go short here. That's not something I would do to try to capture this. And he says, I reloaded historical data. No, don't shut it down and restart. I don't think that's gonna fix it. Man, 7K, that's bad. 7,000, that's big pain. I'm actually curious, like with Matt, because like at least for me, I have a way to show my members like how much money I make on trading, like collectively. And but Matt, you never know. You don't know anything really. Actually, you don't know anyone. I think I'm the only trader that actually shows my account every single day to show this the progress that I make. I don't know any trader right now on the internet that's doing that. I literally show my accounts every single day to my pandas. You know, I don't think Thomas Wade does that. I don't think Matt. I don't definitely Pat does not do that. Mac from Price Action Trading System. Al Brooks doesn't even do that. You guys literally see how much money I make every single day, and it's kind of crazy that I'm actually that vulnerable with you guys. But it's only to the pandas because I've learned my lesson to be vulnerable to, you know, the complete public. You're just putting yourself out there, and it's not good. Panda V Wilson is not showing anything. I want to see his actual account. I want to see like his actual account, like in a way where you can see it verified by a third party. I don't want to see his Ninja Trader stuff. I want to see his actual account. And I do it live too. Like I can't even hide it. Like I'm not even doing it through photo. I'm not doing any editing. I'm just straight up live. I don't know anyone. I don't want to see his accounts through any spreadsheets. I just want to see it straight up. For me, I show my Rhythmic to show that, you know, I can't hack the Rhythmic. The Rhythmic is third party, so. Yeah, I don't that. I like to know this YouTuber. Show me this YouTuber, and I will just show them. Look, this is how much I'm making, and I show my pandas every single day. You know, I show it not to brag. I really don't care about the, you know, the aspect of it, but. The problem is, oh yeah, there is a lot of reason to doubt, and there's a lot of reason to doubt and lie. But anyways, it's okay. I don't care about this guy. But yeah, no, I mean the thing is, it's like with people like V Wilson, Barfly, who cares if they're trading real money or not? You know, that's not the point. The point is you want to learn, right? And I'm not sure if they're even claiming it's real money. I don't think they even claim that. And the thing is, it's like you have that aspect where it's like if someone's trading like 20-40 contracts, you automatically are not thinking, you're thinking they're lying. If anyone's trading more than like 20 contracts per trade, you're like, they're most likely lying. And you know, the reason why they do that is because they want big numbers for their YouTube thumbnails. And so, you know, the problem is really when they claim they're trading real money, and when you trade real money, it's a completely different ball game when it comes to psychology. You know, if you're trading sim 20 contracts and you're just recording yourself, and it could be playback, it could be anything, it really, you know, it's a completely different ball game. I'll just say right now, this is the only stream that you see someone trade live and show all their account balances live. There's no stream out there right now that does what we do here with Bye Money. But at the end, we know who is the GOAT, Michael Chen. This is a failed trap again. So many failed traps. Like, how many people are getting owned by these traps right now? It's crazy. This is a day where traps are just super unreliable, right? That trap fails right there, and boy, oh boy. I knew today was gonna be difficult too. I knew we are gonna have a lot of failed traps. Right, this trap fails as well. This trap fails, reversing, and the reversals are not even that strong. So it's not even, you can't even really trade the counter trap. This is getting confusing now. Getting choppy. I mean, we're above the 20 MA, so you're thinking long. But at the same time, you got this failed trap here. Now a big push-up, right? Stops you out, and then it actually goes the way you originally thought it was going to go. That's really tough for the trap trader right here who thought it was going to break out. Basically stops you out because it goes below here. Finally goes the way you thought it was going to go. That's tough, right? That's a mark of a tough day. Daniel, I'm new on the channel. Can somebody explain the Michael Chin joke? Just look up Michael Chin on YouTube, and it pretty much it's a long story actually. If you're not familiar with Michael Chin, it's actually a very long story, but it's worth, I guess it's worth telling, especially if you don't know. But let's just say part of the reason why you are watching this stream right now is because of Michael Chin. That is part of the reason. And the reason is because Michael Chin basically, right, popularized the two-legged pullback. He had a couple videos that went viral, and it was at a perfect time, I think around like COVID-ish time or something. And the time was like perfect, and the videos were decently made, and he explained things in a way, and he kind of like had this charm about him, and his videos went viral, right? He would always have thumbnails of his mouth this open with the profits he makes per day, just saying how easy it is to trade, and you know, his videos all went viral, and so the two-legged pullback got very popular. That this strategy got very popular, but the thing is, the two-legged pullback is actually a system that has been around for a very long time. But there was someone in particular that sells a system based around the two-legged pullback, and his name is Mac from Price Action Trading System. And what ended up happening is Michael Chin saved the world and vanished again. And so Michael Chin later gets sued by Mac from Price Action Trading System because the way he was teaching it, not only just teaching it, but he was actually selling a course that was basically Mac's from Price Action Trading System, like just rehashed. It was kind of like, it was just put in a nicer way, and I think it was like there were like videos about it, and it's just like they just like they spiffed it up, and Mac ended up trying to sue them, and so they completely stopped making videos and completely stopped trying to sell their course. But the funny thing is that when you go back and look at his trades, you realize like how bad his trades really were, and you realize he had no idea what he was actually doing, and he was doing everything with like a live playback, which is exactly what that's why other traders is hard to trust. And so this is kind of why I actually do it live with you guys, and so, but he only posts like his good trades, whatever, blah blah blah, and yeah. So the running joke is, Michael Chin, people think I'm Michael Chin, and people pay homage to Michael Chin, and it's kind of funny because if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't know about the strategy, but also we know that he's probably like one of the biggest like scam artists out there, and so it's just kind of like we're indebted to him, but at the same time it's like we don't know like really how to feel about him. but it's just a running joke because yeah, we're being very sarcastic when we talk about Michael Chin and giving him praise though. Yeah, it was very obvious. Him and Riley actually bought, like, if you look at Mac from Price Action Trading System, if you go to priceactiontradingsystem.com, he actually puts like a whole post about, you know, his litigation against Michael Chin and Riley, and it's pretty funny. But his videos are still up. Like, he didn't take the videos down. So now, me and many others are here to kind of, I guess, solidify the strategy and see if it really works. You know, for me, it was also an experiment. I was like, okay, I was introduced to those videos, and I found that he was copying Mac, so I actually went to Mac, and I bought his material, and I realized Mac learned from Al Brooks, and so I bought Al Brooks' material, and I spent countless hours studying, and so after 2 years later, here I am trading and being consistently profitable. So it took a lot of time, but here I am. We do have a trap here. I was considering this trap. This trap actually looked decent to take, but in my opinion in general, the traps are a little sketchy today. But we are in an uptrend, and like I mentioned, once we make that two-legged move on the 5-minute, most likely we can actually have a strong bull trend right now. This is exactly what we're seeing right now. A strong bull trend. This trap fails on the 10K chart, strong bull trend. And it's just unfortunate there are no really good setups for this bull trend right now. Maybe this setup here, but that's not even a second entry long because we actually reset the count when this broke above. So unfortunately, we didn't get our setup. So you can only take what the market gives you, and the market actually hasn't given us a setup at all for this uptrend yet. Let's draw out the channel here. But yeah, I would say definitely yeah, I mean, if you really want to learn price action, you got to get Al Brooks. That's the way. But the thing is, it's kind of difficult to find like an actual setup you can extrapolate from his, you know, from his stuff. But he breaks it down very simply. He kind of trades it's like price action trading. So he's kind of like, it's more, he's trying to teach you how to become like an intuitive trader, in my opinion, Al Brooks. But in his material, you can find setups. In fact, the two-legged pullback is a setup Al Brooks teaches. He calls them H1, H2 setups, or L1, L2 setups. He also talks about H4 setups, which is where I get my H4 setups from. He also talks about major trend reversals, which is where Mac gets his, you know, break a trend to new high. That's a classic Al Brooks, you know, when he mentions major trend reversal, that's exactly what it is. It's a break a trend to new high, or a double top, or a lower high, anything. But it's essentially another Al Brooks setup, and you can go to his website, Al Brooks website, and he has like his 10 best setups that he likes to take, and you know, the major trend reversal is one of them. I'm actually gonna make. I'm still trying. I think I'm gonna make a video soon on my favorite Al Brooks setups and how I trade them, sort of thing. Getting strong push up, and we basically have recovered this big drop down from the open, and I think we're gonna have a strong bull trend. I think we're gonna have follow through on this bar, but I knew it was gonna be difficult until we get to this point. Like I knew it was gonna be difficult. I knew we are gonna have a lot of failed traps, right? Like things like this make me angry when this trap looks very good, right? To have a breakout and actually reverses, stops you out, then goes the way you thought it was gonna go. That actually is angering. So confusing. This trap actually ends up working out, but a little overextended. No pullbacks yet on the 5-minute chart. This is for Brooks. If you want to link to Brooks, put in the chat. Here's a price action trading system for those who are interested in that. Just in general, difficult day to trade in my opinion. I mean, had a trade here, but even that barely scalped out. But came out 2 points, so I'll take it. If you want to know where I learned the two-legged pullback, I learned it from priceactiontrainingsystem.com and also Al Brooks. I should watch some of ETN stuff. He does a lot of interviews with Al Brooks. I watch all the Al Brooks ones. He has some good questions sometimes, but his interviewing skills are not the best. But I mean, he gets pretty good traders, I guess. Well, he gets Al Brooks on his show, so for me, that's like, if you can get him on your show. You know what? I should do an interview with Al Brooks. That would be amazing. Absolutely amazing if I could do that. I still want to do a collab with Thomas Wade. I think that would be. I think that would be awesome. That would be just like a really fun like project. And you're gonna collabs our subscriber jet fuel. Yeah, they are, but they're kind of difficult to do. Gotta connect, gotta network. Teeny weeny little bar here, 2,000 ticks. It's a little more than a point large. Teeny bar here. Yeah, days like this, man, I don't know if I even want to trade. It's pretty terrible. I might take a two-leggy to go long here. Off the 20 MA, maybe. I'll consider it. Good signal bar. Why not? It's not touching the 20 MA. Dalton, you gotta explain. I don't know who Dalton is. It is a two-leggy here, but it's not touching the 20 MA. And it's also a Pikachu trade. I'm gonna wait for it to touch the 20 MA. At least touch the middle of this channel here that I feel like is a clear channel of what we're seeing. Context is more important than the setup. Did you guys hear that? Context is more important than the setup. Two-leggy off of 20 MA. This will be my last trade of the day. If this gives us a decent signal bar. Setting up, two-leggy pullback. Decent signal bar, going long here. Off the 20 MA in an uptrend. This is gonna get me. Don't get me, please. I might actually. Where 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna give myself 4 points here. 4-point risk reward. I'm going for 2 points, so the 4-point risk is not too bad. But I'm gonna actually extend it. It's a little too small, this risk for me, actually. Well, my risk reward is 2 to 1, so let's see what happens, pandas. Let's see if we get that two-leggy here. So two-legged pullback off the 20 MA in an uptrend, and let's see if we get it. It's like kind of the bread and butter of the strategy. So I would like the scalp to be much quicker. I would like the scalp to be done in the candle, in like the next candle, or the candle that I'm in. If it's like 2 to 3 candles in deep and I still haven't made the scalp, I typically like to get out of it. It's just too choppy and it's not my style. Just watching. Just waiting. I'm gonna wait this one out. Either I make 2 points or I lose 4, and I'll be happy. Whatever happens. I like the setup. I like the trade I took, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But I like the trade. Like, in my opinion, if you're not going to take this trade, then you might not take any trade. You know, like, this is the trade you got to take if you're going to take it. Two-leggy, decent signal bar, off the 20 MA, in an uptrend. And you got to go for these. Touches my target. Looking for 2 points here. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. Hey, up 400 today. Taking the setups that I felt like that were good. And you gotta be patient. You had to be patient. I was really patient for this setup, and it finally happened. And it took a while, but you could actually be in a runner right now if you had a runner, but I don't have my ATM set up that way. But pandas, hope everyone is doing amazing, and yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. And there is some news tomorrow, I believe at 1 p.m. Powell will be speaking, and who knows what he's gonna say. You know, if he's very like, I have no idea what he's gonna say, but I hope you guys are doing amazing, and trade safe, everybody. It's been great to trade with you guys, and do appreciate everyone here. I'll see you guys 9:15 for the mainstream, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show. Again, I'm the only one who actually shows my account balances. I show everything. I lay it all out there for you guys. Hide nothing. So if you guys want to see and kind of join me on my journey with Apex and kind of like my career with Apex, and you guys can follow along very closely to that, where I really don't hide anything, then you guys can become pandas, and I would love to have you guys to join the pre-market show. Other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.